So for you, what's been the biggest challenge switching over to that more pro style, fullback running system?
It's not too much of a challenge. Coach KP does a great job of teaching us a whole just style of running, not being one-dimensional. So the transition wasn't hard. It's just learning how to play in that style. But it's not much of just like difficulty. It's more just getting used to that downhill running and not grabbing the ball and seeing where you're going, but downhill and making your cut off the line.
I was gonna say you were more of a space guy before, right? Is the downhill? Is that something you have to tell yourself, like get down?
Not at all. It's pretty natural, the transition. I just kind of move off of my line and just see what I see. I have pretty good vision, in my opinion, and I make my cuts off of where I see the holes are. And the line does a great job of opening up holes, and I just make my moves off of that.
Have you ran with a fullback?
Oh, never. But I do like it. Cam Griffin and Uber doing a great job. The natural, the transition for them has been great, and it's going to be a really good offense, and we're going to have a lot of fun, be a lot of success this year.
This is your first spring. Compare how you feel about where you're at now as you did in San Bernardino.
I would say it's similar, but San Bernardino is much hotter. So the competition between offense and defense is just as high intensity. Maybe not as much taking to the ground, but it's just as high intensity. And we're having a lot of fun out there, so it's not too much of a transition. Coach KP, like I said, does a great job of keeping us prepared. It's not about where you are or what you're doing. It's just about going 100% every time, being prepared, ready, opportunity.
It's like a lot of guys are going to get carries. What do you feel like you bring that is maybe different than other running backs in the league?
We all have different abilities. We all can make different moves in space, which will be tough on a lot of defenses. Not a lot of teams can face three great running backs. So when one of us comes out, it's like another great one's coming in. So it's going to be really hard for defenses to stop us, but we're going to be real successful. We just bring a lot to the table. And with us having three different running styles, it's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens.
Passing game's obviously a lot less experience. Do you guys feel like the run game is now maybe the strength of the offense? Or do you look at
I wouldn't say strength, but we are definitely more experienced right now. Like you said, we definitely take a lot of that on our shoulders. We tell ourselves before every practice that we have to be prepared every practice, because you never know how the passing game is going to go. Like, we've had a couple of days where the passing game hasn't been where it should be, so we have to put it on our shoulders to just be ready every practice to go as hard as we can and just be prepared to go. So I think we do a good job of that. We had a kind of falling off practice day. We didn't have Nate, but we try to pick it up every day and stay as healthy and ready as possible.
What does Kennedy Palomalo bring to the table as an offensive coordinator?
He brings a lot of intensity, a lot of knowledge, intelligence to the game, and just he's fired up every practice. It's a lot different vibe with him. You got to bring the energy just because he does every day. So it's fun. I've been with him for a year. He recruited me, so I'm used to it. But it's a lot different for the whole offense to be getting his vibes, and it's starting to carry on and it's bringing a lot of fun to the table.
What's the biggest lesson you took from Paul last season in your first year that you're going to take into this sophomore season?
Just being positive. He teaches a lot on the field, but as far as your mental, that's what he was the greatest at. No matter what happened, he was always positive. He was tired. If the plays were going his way, he was always positive. He always had a positive mindset. So I think that's what we got to bring to the table as far as running backs and the whole offensive group. As a system, we have to be positive no matter how the plays are going, how the game is going. We just got to keep going and keep pushing, and we'll be fine.